Hi everyone, welcome to the Baby's Booty channel. Surprise! I'm doing a live stream. How cool is this today? I want to give everyone some time to come into the channel, so we'll hang out for a moment, and then what we'll do is come right back and go ahead and begin the stream. So for the time being, I'm just going to chill out for a minute, check some settings, and then we'll go ahead and get started because I have a really cool announcement to give to you guys today. So I'm really excited about that. So let me check my settings, make sure everything's cool, make sure everything looks okay. And it will be just a moment. So I'm going to be doing some clicking here, so don't mind me as I try and get everything set up on the channel. But how is everyone today? I hope everyone is having a great Tuesday evening. Normally, I wouldn't be here on a Tuesday evening, but I am because I am slightly under the weather, even though it doesn't really look like it, but I am. And I was going to mention that as well because things have been kind of crazy the last day or so. So let me double check again and make sure. Oh, hi, Living Doll. Thank you for tuning in and leaving me a message. I really appreciate that. Lets me know that you guys can see me and you can hear me okay. I'm going to move this a little bit. Am I going to be able to? No, I'll just slide that over. I can see when everyone comes in. All right. So again, hi, welcome to our channel. I hope everybody's having a good day today. This was a spur of the moment decision to have a live broadcast. I normally would have recorded a video and then come in and edited it and put everything together to make an actual video. And Miss Charlene Mitchell, good evening to you as well. But today, because I had such awesome news, I mean, I've been kind of like building up to this for a while. And I've been planning this in the background and hadn't really said anything to anybody to make sure I didn't spoil the surprise. So I'm actually really excited. So we'll get to that big announcement a little bit later on. The first thing I really wanted to do was address a question. A Miss Kate McGregor left a question on the channel a couple of days ago about my Dollar Tree shelf. The one that I have a video on and showing how I made the shelf. So I wanted to give an update because I told her I guess I haven't given an update on that shelf. I mean, it's pretty cool to have made the shelf and show you how to make the shelf. But how long ago was it that I actually made that shelf? And no one knows. Okay, just because I made it doesn't mean it held up, right? Well, I have the shelf right here, and I wanted to show that to you guys because I told her it would be cool to have an update. So Miss Charlene Mitchell, thank you. Thank you for letting me know that I've taught you so much. I'm trying to continue to teach as much as I possibly can as time allows. And I'm trying to actually increase my video schedule to actually teach more things. I have some appliques someone requested. I have monogramming that someone requested. Some other cool things that I came across in regards to some snaps and some attachments for the In the Hoop project. So I'm really, really excited about that. That's coming up. And Miss Kim Knits has joined us. Hi, Miss Kim. Miss Paulette Lee. Yes, I am so excited to be on right now as well. And yes, you are here. I really do appreciate that. And you said challenges? I don't do challenges very well because I tend to not fulfill them. And I am not one for a bunch of drama. Unfortunately, I have quite a few health issues, so I try not to do the challenges. So like the ice bucket challenge, I have fibromyalgia, so the ice bucket challenge would have sucked for me. Cinnamon challenge and things like that. I mean, cinnamon probably would have been okay because I'm diabetic and cinnamon kind of helps with regulating the sugar, I believe. I've heard. But I'm not one for challenges. I'm sorry. Now, if it's a sewing challenge or an embroidery challenge, maybe we can talk about it. But for right now, no, I don't do challenges. So I'm sorry. But to the shelf, because I did want to show this. So Miss McGregor, here is the original shelf that I made. Okay, and I can show it this way. Look at all the dust and stuff on top of it. So this is the original one. It's been sitting. And actually, the shelf was on this pegboard back here behind me. If you can see that, that's where it was. But because I've been doing so much embroidery and expanded my colors, I had to take the shelf down. So this shelf is no longer up on my pegboard wall. Where it was behind me, and it's got bugs and stuff on it because it's out in a garage section, but I do still have it, so it does still hold sturdy. I can still hold it. You know, I taped it together with just regular packing tape. Matter of fact, it feels like that cheap Dollar Tree packing tape. So it's held sturdy all this time. And I still keep washi tape. Now up here I had spools of packing tape from Dollar Tree. Duct tape, sorry, that's what it was. It was duct tape up here, the pink and the greens. I've taken that out and added these cool little containers that I got from, I think these are from Dollar Tree as well, and put my washi tape in them. But it's still here and it's still kicking. So I wanted to make sure that I gave that update to all the thousands of people who have watched this tutorial and was like, oh, she made the shelf, but did it really last? It really did last. So I wanted to share that with you all, because I haven't had an update, and let you know that here it is years later. It's still holding sturdy. It's still holding strong, and I still definitely use it. So I wanted to give that update as well. So she said some bags from shopping. No. Well, I think I do. Well, you mean like the plastic bags from the grocery store? I do have some of those, even though generally I recycle those because I don't care for them as much. I keep the bigger ones from like Joann's Fabrics and Crafts for my trash for in here. But generally I don't keep those shopping bags. So, again, back to you guys. Thank you again for joining in. It's 13 of you guys in here. So I wanted to keep it kind of brief in a way. I didn't want to go too terribly long because normally my tutorial videos are about 20 to 30 minutes. But tonight, because I have been slightly under the weather, I didn't want to be on here too terribly long because I actually do need to be back in bed. But if you have the information for the challenge, just email it to me actually. And if you email that to me, actually send me a message in my inbox here on YouTube. I'll get that message about the challenge, and I can add that into a future video, because the more requests that I receive for certain things, then we'll go ahead and give that a try, because I don't mind trying different things that people are asking me for. But I wanted to reiterate something. Now, I've been talking to you guys about these cutting mats from Dollar Tree for quite some time. I get a lot of questions about these mats. Okay. Now, the reason why a lot of people are asking, if you're unfamiliar with it, because I know a lot of viewers that I have was watching the Dollar Tree shelf, as I just pointed out. But I did do a tutorial on how to make permanent patterns out of this plastic mat. Okay. Now, to show you the permanent patterns, here's one. This is a pattern for a burp cloth. Sorry. This is for a burp cloth for babies, of course. So you just put it over the shoulder and burp the baby. But this is the pattern for it. So what I would do was cut out one layer of fabric. I use flannel generally for the top, and then terry cloth for me on the second part of this pattern. And then stitch it together after I embroider on it, which is the reason for this line, the center line. I embroider on it and then stitch it together, then cut it out, turn it inside out, seal it shut with the stitch witchery or hem tape, and then stitch on the outside of it to go ahead and close everything up. So that's the reason for the permanent pattern. And I have the permanent pattern for not just the burp cloths, but I also have them for the baby bibs as well. And again, I did a tutorial on using, sorry, why am I getting a phone call? On using the burp cloths and the bibs. So here are the bibs that I have. This is the small, this is the newborn size, and this one is the large, and the medium is right here. And all of these I made from cutting mats. And like I mentioned before, the bibs especially came from the Dollar Tree cutting mats. Now these cutting mats are found, because that was another question. Hi, Dragana, how are you? Thank you for coming and stopping in. Oh, I hope you feel better. Oh my goodness, I don't want you to be under the weather. I don't feel well either. Because I don't feel well either. So I'm surprised I'm sitting in here doing this video, but I love you guys, so I wanted to have something extra to do. But these cutting mats are from Dollar Tree, okay? And there are 2 of them in this package, and they're 11 inches by 14 inches, or for those who are metric, they're 28 centimeters by 36 centimeters. So these are perfect for cutting out your permanent pattern for baby bibs, okay? So if you do a lot of sewing, if there's a craft that you do. For instance, I have a friend that makes dog clothes. So she has she has a pattern for the doggy clothes. She also has a pattern for the little bandana bibs. Hi, Candia. And yes, well, kind of. The original bib that I used for that pattern, it's actually a combination of 2 different patterns. I love the way this was at the top, but the pattern that had this at the top, I didn't like the way it was at the bottom. It was actually more squared. So I wanted it longer. So I elongated it and I rounded the bottom of it, Miss Lee. So that's what I did with this pattern. I sketched the bottom part myself, but the top I did use these knobs. I love the way this fits around the baby's neck. So this was my favorite. So I wanted to help you guys, and that's why I told you Dollar Tree has this plastic. And if you go to, now for those who have local Dollar Trees, and if you can find it, it's in the kitchen section. I also have a video of that, but I would have to upload that. I can't do that live, but it's in the kitchen setting. And if you go to where the cutting boards are, which are always toward the bottom of the whole section where the kitchen stuff is, and you got your spoons and your knives and all of that jazz, right? Okay, so if you look towards the bottom and just follow the row of shelving across until you come across these mats, they're down there. If your store has them, they're down there. That's where they would be. It's in the kitchen section, sorry. But this is the thing that kind of got to me, right? I wound up going to Walmart and getting some cutting mats from Walmart at one point so that I could make the burp cloth one. Because if you notice, these are the ones from Dollar Tree, and the burp cloth is longer than the mat from Dollar Tree, okay? And the thing about that bothered me is I didn't want to put 2 pieces of plastic together. You know what, you guys, I'm just trying to tell you. If I'm going to tell you how to do something, I want you to be able to do it, right? And I fought with this for a long time, and I've been planning this for a long time. Hi, Miss Baker, Minnesota. Woo, that's a good ways away. And Miss Barbara, Kansas City. I have family in Kansas City, so that's really cool. So welcome you guys to the channel. But I really wanted you guys to be able to make all of the patterns. Now, people have been asking me for these patterns. Yes, these are being in production as we speak. So my baby bibs and the burp cloth are going to be in production really soon for those who are interested in purchasing them. We are finishing we're in the final stages rather of finalizing everything and making sure that everything is going to be just so when we get them produced and together to send out. And also I have to figure out how to package them. Like, do I do the newborn size bib and the burp cloth as a set, or do I do the all of the bibs only and then the burp cloth separate, or all of it together in a package? I'm not really sure about that part. So there's a little bit more tweaking that we have to do, but we are in the final stages of getting them produced. Then I have to go into the rest of the stages of actually getting the packaging put together so that we can sell them. Yeah, how cool is that? You guys have been asking for it. So I'm really excited about that. So my shirt placement mat, yes, that's the other thing. I mean, this really isn't big enough per se for the larger shirts. So there are quite a few permanent patterns that I felt like this Dollar Tree mat wouldn't handle. And your question to the challenge was to send me an inbox message and I'll consider it. But live, I won't be considering any challenges. I'm sorry. Hi from Virginia, Miss Lisa. I appreciate it. And if I didn't say Miss Siobhan from Raleigh, hi, welcome to the channel as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. But the big announcement, the biggest announcement I can come up with right now, other than getting these patterns out soon, which to me really isn't an announcement because you can't buy them right now, right? That kind of sucks, is I have found a source for me to purchase the bigger mats. How really cool is this? These mats are bigger than the Dollar Tree mats. I don't know how well you can see that. Let me turn this around so that you can see this a whole lot better. Dollar Tree mat, my mat, basically. So I am allowed to private label, so to speak, these and sell these myself. So these are much, 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 much bigger. I wrote the measurements down on these. I want to say, yes, they are 12 inches by 15 inches. Seems like I would have had that memorized. I don't know why I didn't have it memorized, but it's 12 inches by 15 inches for these bigger mats. And like I said, the ones at Dollar Tree are 11 inches by 14 inches. And it's cool because even though these are bigger than the ones at Dollar Tree, I can actually offer these for $1. I can offer these to you for $1 as well. The only thing is, of course, there's shipping involved. But these are definitely much bigger than the Dollar Tree mats. All right. So here are the actual mats out of a package. So here it's 2 to a package, just like the ones from Dollar Tree. So there's 2 mats, right? And they're sturdy plastic. They do have a hole in the top, right? So where is the burp cloth? So this is a burp cloth, right? And here is the size of the burp cloth. It's the actual full size on the burp cloth. So you can do a burp cloth. You can, you can use this as well for the t-shirt placement because, I mean, I know I'm so super skinny and svelte. I know I'm lying, but anyways, look at this up against me. You know what I'm saying? So a large, an extra large, or a double X, you can actually use this to do a permanent pattern or a permanent t-shirt marking for larger sizes, right? You can also use this for other patterns. As I was mentioning before, a friend of mine, she does the doggy bandanas. Perfect permanent pattern plastic for that. Come on. I mean, you guys can tell me what else you would use these for. These are, as I mentioned, $1. I'm selling them for $1. Same as you would get these from Dollar Tree. The only thing, as I mentioned, unfortunately, is, yeah, I got to pay shipping. Because of how big they are, the shipping is like $360 or something like that, for them to package it and get it out first class mail. But of course, a few of them in the package, I think the $360 still stays the same. So yes, these are for sale on my website right now. Actually, I went ahead and snuck and put it up so that I could tell you that here in the live chat. Isn't it awesome? I'm really excited about this because this kind of expands your opportunities. I mean, you have 12 inches versus 11, so another inch, then 15 inches versus 4. So you have a whole extra inch on the side and the bottom to do more crafting with, guys. This is phenomenal for me because I kind of felt that when I was using the smaller Dollar Tree ones, and there were a few patterns that I just couldn't fit on those smaller Dollar Tree cutting mats, and I was frustrated, but I finally found a really awesome source where $1 I can offer these for the same price. And as I mentioned, there are 2 in the pack, right? So if you would like, you can go to my website, www.thebabiesbooty.com, and you can purchase these. They're up now. As I mentioned, there are 2 in a pack, so you get 2 of them. And the awesome thing is, you actually, if you don't use them for patterns, or you get more than 1 pack and you have an extra 1 or 2 mats, trust and believe, I still use these for cutting mats in my house. With the Dollar Tree ones, I was still using them in the house because my kids are major abusive to my cutting board. And I was like, okay, see, y'all need something different. So these also are used for food. They're used for crafts. Your imagination is what limits the use of these. You can make all kinds of stuff out of them. So that was my big announcement, actually. My big announcement was I am offering cutting mats, larger cutting mats than found at Dollar Tree for the same price, although you pay shipping, than what you find at Dollar Tree, so that you can make those bigger patterns, right? So you are able to make these patterns. And Miss Mitchell, Charlene Mitchell, I will be selling these patterns. Yes, I will. I'm tweaking just a little bit so that we can make sure that there are no copyright issues or trademark issues. Well, there shouldn't be trademark issues, but copyright issues. But for the most part, it's just a basic bib pattern, and I'll also be marking the center lines and the suggested embroidery lines on them so that you'll know how to mark it for embroidery, because that's what I use mine for. And of course, you don't have to use this to mark for embroidery if all you're going to be using it for is sewing. That's really cool, not an issue. But out of just kindness, we're going to go ahead and have these marked and sell them. So if you have any suggestions of how you think I should package them, because that's something I haven't come across just yet or really decided, because I wanted to put that out to you, because the whole point in me offering these patterns is because you guys asked for them, or many of you asked for those patterns. I would have never thought in a million years that someone would rather me make the pattern and send it to you and have it sold already made, because I'm just one of those types. I like to just make it myself. But I can see how that would be, a daunting task, especially if you haven't ever made something like that before, or you want it to be a certain way. So yes, I will be offering these for sale. And if you have any suggestions of how you feel they should be packaged, or maybe I can do them singly, I have no clue just yet. And you would rather wait until I get the pricing down as well, because they'll have to be produced. But at the end of the day, my concern would be, how would you want them? Like one size bib and the bird cloth, or, the whole package of bibs. Okay. So those are my 2 quandaries with what I have going on. But other than that, that was my announcement. Sorry, it took like all the way around Robin Hood's barn to get to that, but that's where we are right now. So I gave an update on the shelf for those who might have missed it. Your eCraft plotter, yeah. You mean like the Cricut cutting machine or something to that magnitude? Yes, that's actually the company that we're looking at using. They're using a cutting machine, a huge version of like a Cricut machine, basically. I thought was really cool. But here's again is the update to the Dollar Tree craft shelf. If you hadn't seen the update, because this is live, and of course it will remain on the channel if you want to see it later. And this is the original, and you see the lines on the back where I measured and taped it up so as to make sure that it stayed really sturdy, and it does still function very well. I'm very pleased with it. And also I wanted to point out again that yes, the mats are available at Dollar Tree. A lot of the Dollar Trees now. I also considered selling these as well. But I have to check with Dollar Tree first, because I would be like buying them from Dollar Tree, paying sales tax, and then turn around and offering it for sale on my website. That's only in the event that your Dollar Tree didn't have them. And that's kind of counterproductive in my opinion. So I think it would be better to just sell the bigger ones, because of course the value is much better. But these I did find at my local Dollar Tree. My local Dollar Tree has tons of them. So hopefully you can find them in the kitchen section on the bottom shelf. And somewhere along in there on the bottom shelf, you can find these. But in the event that you can't find those at your Dollar Tree, or you would rather have the bigger mats from the baby's booty, I do have a 2-pack, just like at Dollar Tree, a 2-pack of plastic cutting mats that you can use yourself to make your own permanent patterns, whether it be for crafting or whether it be for using in the kitchen to cut up your veggies, sorry, because we have to eat healthy, don't we? Yes, you do. So you guys, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I tried to check in with a lot of the questions that you guys had. I appreciate the chat. And if you have any questions before we finish up for the day, you're free to put them down in the chat. Other than the challenge, I don't have a problem answering questions today. I wanted to let you guys know that normally I would have a pre-recorded video and upload that this evening. However, I have developed shingles. Can you believe that? I am 41 years old and have shingles. Why? So, and the ridiculous thing is, it's not my first time having them. So the itching and the pain is killing me. So it's basically chicken pox, but for someone who has already had chicken pox, it only comes in one area. And so this is like really retarded. I'm contagious. So I can't be around pregnant people, which I have a pregnant daughter-in-law. Can't be around her. Can't be around my little newborn grandbaby because it's contagious to her. She's not old enough to have the varicella shot yet. Elderly people, which I thought was funny because I was like, oh, I can't be around myself. I know that was retarded. Bad joke, sorry. Can't be around elderly. Even though actually I told my dad that. I was like, oh, I can't be around you because you're elderly. We had a good laugh about that. And he was like, what? Yeah, it was funny. But anyway, and anyone with a weak immune system, I can't be around those people because of the contagiousness of the, I started to say chicken pox, but that's not what it is. It's shingles. So, yeah, A1 granted, they are very painful. But the cool thing about them is they are under this side where I normally would wear my bra. So it's like, woohoo, we keep the girls free, y'all. I know that was crazy and probably inappropriate, but it's the truth. It's the way I feel. I hate bras. Ugh. But I don't have to wear it until these suckers heal. I'm so excited about that. I get to be free for a few days. So I'm excited about that part of it, which I'm trying to find the best out of the situation because they do hurt and they itch and they are pain in the side, literally. So, but anyways, other than that, I don't have too much else going on around here. I've been staying kind of busy with orders. I have a blanket order. Oh, you guys, somebody asked for a blanket to show how I make the blankets. I have a blanket order that I have to do. So I intend to make videos on embroidering on the blanket and putting the blanket together. So that should be pre-recorded and coming up soon. I'm really excited about that. And in addition to that, I have some t-shirts coming up, but I've already done t-shirts. Someone requested monogramming on a article of clothing. So we'll be reviewing that because I did the monograms on the hats. But we're going to find something else to monogram on, and we'll be doing that. What else was I considering doing? I had a whole list of stuff. And of course, when I go live, I don't bring the list with me. How smart is that? It's just not very smart, but I haven't been feeling my best, so I kind of excuse myself, but I hate excusing myself because excuses are for losers. No, I'm just kidding. But I really do need to figure out, make sure that I have my routine down so that I can let you guys know what's coming up. But definitely the monogramming, definitely the blanket, pre-recorded, and I have quite a few other videos in the works based on what you guys asked for, and I really appreciate you asking. Because that allows the content to be tailored to what you want. And that's the whole purpose of this channel. The channel is not for me at all. The channel is for you. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Miss Tina Baker, you are definitely welcome. I really appreciate you tuning in when you do. And Miss Linnell, you love my channel from Louisiana. I love you for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys watching. You don't have to, but you do. And Louisiana, I have another really good friend who originates from Louisiana. So that's a fun place. I've never been. May need to travel. So if I set up some traveling, I'll let you guys know which way I'm headed and see if I can't meet up with some of you. That would be really cool. Thank you for sharing the information and knowledge, Miss Paulette Lee. You are more than welcome. I love doing it. You was able to catch, you couldn't hold your niece today because you had a summer cold. Oh man. Yeah, my grandbaby came by today and I was like, I had to look at her from a distance. That was horrible. It's just, oh my God, it's so horrible. Y'all hear Jake out there, his big bark. He's outside today. Let's see, bibs patterns. Yes, Miss Knits, I am really excited about getting those bib patterns out. LPSMN5043, thanks for sharing with us. You're quite welcome. I love sharing with you. Miss Beasley, are you laughing at me not having to wear a bra? I hope so, because I'm laughing too, girlfriend, because I'm just like so happy about that. Even though I did tell a friend I can be a roofer now because I have shingles. I know that was real pathetic reaching. My bad. When you get old, you tell old people jokes. These are dad jokes. I'm really good at dad jokes. Tina Baker, will you be doing a video on how you started your business? I actually considered adding that to this video, actually. I don't know. You guys may not want to be bored with that tonight. And I also considered doing that on a live video for Thinking Thursday. And I know I keep talking about Thinking Thursday and haven't done Thinking Thursday yet. I'm definitely considering trying to get more video content out. It's just that life happens. And every time I'm like, yes, I'm going to record again tonight, something says, no, you're not recording nothing. And usually it's me. I'm tired. And so I'll be running or doing stuff all day, or handling something all day. And then by the time the evening comes, like now, normally I would not be here on a Tuesday. I would be out. So I'm trying to get a really solid schedule down, so that I can make sure that I get the videos out like I say I will. But I am considering doing that possibly Thursday. And depending upon how things go this evening, I may go ahead and share a little bit with you now. Let's see. Oh, I got your name right. Thank you. Do I digitize? Yes, I do digitize. I don't digitize a lot. I'm just starting, actually. I've only been digitizing for about 2 months now. I love it. The program that I am using is not the sister to Sew What Pro. I'm using Will Come Hatch, and it's an excellent so far. program to digitize with, and I'm loving it. And I've been trying to come up with some unique designs to put out there, mainly to go with the channel though. I prefer doing the designs to go with tutorials because they're, to me, more fun. So until I get, you know, my wings or whatever you want to call it, until I get get it down pat on doing the digitizing, I'm not really going to sell a lot of designs just yet. And I also look for unique things to offer. So I don't like offering the same old daggum thing as everyone else. Miss Grana, cool. That would be great to do a meetup. I know. And it's hard not to hold my mouth. I know. I was so upset. Now, a meetup, you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that, A1 Grana. I really am, because a meetup is something that I am seriously considering doing. I talked to my husband. I got his okay with the idea, because I've run a lot of stuff through my husband, because I love and value his opinion. He's like my best friend for a man. My husband is, I do have a best girlfriend, my homie. And I value her opinion as well. I actually talked to her about it. But I definitely I'm really thinking about doing this idea through my husband, and he was okay with it. So I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, if you didn't know. And there are a lot of people in the embroidery groups that I belong to that are in or around this area, like Lincolnton, Hickory, Concord. We have Charlotte, we have York, we have Fort Mill. There's a lot of surrounding areas, and I'm saying surrounding like within 30 minutes to center Charlotte. And I was like, it would be really cool to do a meetup. Okay, so I'm gonna throw this out there to you guys, actually, because I really appreciate the feedback that you give me, right? So if I did a meetup in the Charlotte area, I'm not asking you to drive or fly in from Kansas City and all of that stuff, because that's hotels, there's drama, blah, blah, for Charlotte for right now. Just a small little gathering for the time being. Would you want to meet up at a restaurant and say, let's have a meal, have a, what do they call it, like a banquet room, and we all meet in the banquet room and sit down and break bread and meet and greet and, hi, how you doing? Or would you rather it be in like a conference center where we sit down and see? To me, a conference center is so informal. It's like you're there to meet and to learn about stuff, you know, like a seminar of some sort, and you got to sit and listen to the speaker and it's boring and blah, 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 you know. And I really want it to be a feel good, awesome, sit down, hey, how you doing? Come give me a hug. I hadn't seen you. Oh my God, it's nice to meet you type event. That's what I want. That's what I'm thinking about. So if that's something that sounds appealing, or if you have other ideas, I would love to hear what you have to say. So please leave me a comment. Now I'm going to scroll through some more of these comments and let me know what you think about having a meetup, because I would really like to meet a lot of the people that I interact with, not just in my Facebook groups, but also on YouTube, because everyone's really, really cool. So yeah, we'll have to see about that. Please do it in sections. When you're saying in sections, we're talking about the patterns. Let me know for sure that's what we're doing in sections. Get my rest. I'm going to try to do that. Jessica Beasley say, I have a sewing and custom embroidery business. So glad I found you, and Landis H website going live soon. I'm rooting for you, girl. I'm rooting for you. Please let me know when you go live so that I can be one of the first ones to pop in and say hi. I would love to see it. Definitely would love to see it. Oh, Candia. Yeah. I kind of figured who you was talking about, but yes, I will let you know. Personal meetup type thing, A1 Granite. Yeah, I think so. Tina Baker says a library. Or like Joanne's in the classrooms. I didn't think about Joanne's in the classrooms. I didn't think about that. That might be a really good idea. And Joanne's might be willing to sponsor it. I will have to see how big the classrooms are. Because my last count of how many embroidery people in one particular group that I saw that actually said, yes, I'm from Charlotte and yes, I would love to meet up, I was looking at 30 people so far. So I don't know if the classroom will hold 30 people because that's just from that group. That's not including who all else may be here on YouTube as well that would like to meet up as well. So, but thank you for letting me know that. I'll um, definitely consider getting that done. And you're talking about videos on how I got my business started in sections. Okay, sounds good. That definitely sounds good. That would definitely fit into a Thinking Thursday type video vlog project. So yes, I would definitely do that. Then I could see the product. Yeah, I would like that. I really would. And then I possibly could see if Joann's could sponsor. I've also planned to check in with Madeira, the local thread company, to see if they wanted to give anything or help sponsor TexMac, where I get my patch fabric from. I've considered contacting them. We have quite a few local companies that I kind of wanted to reach out to, put my feelers out and see if anyone would like to help sponsor a quick meetup. Some of the local, So What Pro, intend to contact them as well, because we do a lot of work. You guys really have been supporting So What Pro. And I know how much I love it. So to see, get you guys some extra feedback and some love from them, you deserve it. You definitely deserve love from the products that you use the most. So that's what we have in the plans for coming up. So again, I thank you all for tuning in. Oh my gosh, it's 7:52. I did not realize I've been on here for almost an hour, so a little over 40 minutes. But I want to thank you for tuning in. I didn't mean to come on and talk you guys head off, but I definitely enjoyed interacting with everyone. A1 Grana, I'm sorry for talking too long. Have a great evening. Thank you for being in here. And again, I went over the shelf, rewind and watch that so that you can see the update on the shelf. I also did an update with these mats that I will be selling on my website. So go on there and purchase if you're interested at www.thebabiesbooty.com. Also, I'm an Amazon affiliate. I have links down in the bottom below so that you can go there if you want to purchase some of the things that I talk about on YouTube. So you guys have a great evening. Thank you so much for stopping in, and I look forward to talking to you again, hopefully Thursday, and hopefully I'll be feeling better and healed up so that I won't be contagious to other people, and wearing bras again. God. But at any rate, thank you for tuning in. And until the next time I see you guys, you know what you have to do. Have happy embroidering. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great night, and I look forward to connecting with you again. Bye.